Hey there guys, welcome to today's Captain's Vlog. It's 09:49 hours and Mitch is here with steel.
Heavy metal.
This is pretty cool. So what you got going on, sir?
We're building a welding table.
Okay.
And a stand for Curly today, hopefully.
This is excellent.
So, that's the plan for the day. Flying some hexes later.
Well, I don't have a hex that flies, but you do.
Quad, I guess, is
Yes.
what you'll be flying. So, should be good.
Because how much did it cost you to go from soup to nuts on your hex?
Like 600-ish?
Yeah.
With
See.
FPV.
See, that I ain't got the budget for that. You went a little nuts at Central, didn't you?
Like 120 bucks.
Yeah, the nice thing is that stuff like this is cheap.
Well, and this is a lot of steel for 120 bucks.
Yeah, that wall thickness is kind of thin.
It'll be fine.
That wall
It's all
thickness
compression.
is kind of.
It's not gonna...
Yeah, I've seen your construction methods.
It'll be beefy.
I saw what you did making the stand. The 80-20 stand you did.
Oh yeah.
We got to talk about your mechanical engineering. It's not bad, but it's like it's not good.
Give me a welder. It'll be a little more beefy.
Well, we got a welder. You can rock out. I hear you even know how to use one.
Mostly.
Mostly.
That won't be the most beautiful weld of the whole.
Well, if you do better than Batman.
Doesn't take much.
Batman is like the greatest welder in the game. It's a really low bar.
I was gonna say it's
a
not
really
very high
low bar.
standard,
It's. So what do you got here? Take us through it.
So the plan, I'm gonna put back on my gloves so I don't rip up my hands, is to take 4 of these guys, like so.
That's a really thin wall for what you're holding.
It'll be good.
The plate weighs over like it's about 800 pounds. No, it's more than that. It's more than that because this is the bigger plate. So let's say 900 pounds.
I don't think she's going anywhere. And then we're gonna box it in. So
Yeah.
one of those up there, one of those down there. A little shelf action.
You got a 900 pound plate before you put anything on it.
Yeah.
Just saying, you got 900 pound weight before you put anything on. Where's your casters?
They're in a bag over there.
Okay.
They're probably not going to be kosher enough for this much.
Show me what you got.
They're 350 pound.
You got 350 pound casters.
Yeah.
Well,
We've got some beastie ones downstairs though, but they're probably not
that's
enough.
really lightweight for what you're doing.
But this will be good enough for Curly.
Oh, for Curly that'll be great.
So it'll be a
I mean, in theory, those will be okay.
it'll be a wash on casters for the geek group at the very least. I'll go steal some beefy mother effers from downstairs and we'll have some nice shiny ones.
All right.
That's 1/8 wall, 1/8 inch wall.
I'd have gone quarter, but yeah.
Well,
Quarter wall, you'd have been fine. That's where you want to
1/4
be.
inch wall, 2 inch would have been fine.
Yeah, that's.
This is probably the same net area.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It doesn't work that way.
I'm willing to bet you could balance my Jeep on this. One of them. I wouldn't crush. We'll wait until Sam gets here.
Hang on a second.
He's the math guy.
How much would you be willing to bet you could balance your Jeep on one of those and it
Not
wouldn't
very
crush? Because we can do that.
Yeah, no.
And that's
That's
video.
a very expensive proposition for one of the items involved.
I'll take that bet. I'll take that bet just for the entertainment value because
Watching it go through my transfer case or something?
I want to see you balance the Jeep on one of those.
It's
I got
not gonna
$1,000 says you can't balance a Jeep on one of those.
Get a Jeep that says, I don't want to try it.
I think we should do this. You comment, see if you. He says he can balance his Jeep on an 1/8 inch wall.
It'll support
4
the
inch.
load.
That's a 4 inch.
Yes.
No, you specifically said balance the Jeep on one of these.
I take it
on
back.
one of these.
take
I
it
want to see that because that's entertainment. It can be done.
Sure.
It can be done, but it's going to take some Barnum and Bailey shit to get there.
I think you'd have to weld a very flat steel plate on
You
the
would,
bottom.
yes.
And then that'd be very easy.
No, man, no. Okay. All you need is 2 things. 1, a point on the Jeep anywhere that this will take its weight.
Yeah.
And 2, the ability to position the Jeep
Very carefully.
in all like Cartesian 3-axis space, because it ain't just gonna sit. It's you're gonna have to balance it.
You need like 4 small cranes.
Yeah, you would need some crane mojo to position the center of gravity directly over that 4-inch column.
Yeah.
But if you could do this, we would achieve glory on the internet. Glory.
We're all about glory.
I am all about glory. So when are you gonna start welding?
As soon as I get the
For
weld,
glory.
I might wanna...
Just stick the car in a lot. It's no big deal.
that's what I'm saying.
Keys are in it. I trust you. Don't leave the keys in it in the lot.
I
But
won't.
yeah.
I'll
Okay.
think about not doing that.
Okay.
I think it'll be skookum.
I think it'll be okay. Still, 1/4-inch walls where you want to be. It's a welding table.
Yeah,
you want
well, if you give me a credit card that wasn't mine to put this on.
Oh, that's a valid point. Okay. You're like, fuck you, man. I paid for it. Oh my goddamn.
120 bucks worth of steel.
Wait till you see what the top's made out of. It's gonna be crepe paper.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing with curly stand yet, but we'll figure it out.
So you just extra bits for curly stand?
I just doubled everything, and I was like, I know curly stand is gonna be smaller than the welding
Okay,
table.
so you doubled everything and spent 120 bucks, so it's a $60 welding table.
Yeah.
Okay,
well, $6
well, that's-
frame for welding table.
Yeah.
Once you're working at Kuka base, it's like a $30,000 welding.
Yeah, the base plate.
Not cheap.
Yeah, I think that's AR500 or AR50. AR5 and some zeros. I can't remember if it's AR50 or AR500.
500 would be a cool little key. A little much.
Base plate, robot, RAR.
Roar.
GM and Kuka level budgets. So it's gonna be sexy.
Let's see.
So why'd you get 4-inch pipe, 2-inch angle?
Because this is secondary, so it's dirt cheap. Well, dirt cheaper.
What do you mean secondary?
It's used.
Drops?
Used.
Oh, okay.
It was full 20-foot lengths, but it was like some company bought it, put it on a rack, had it there for 20 years, and then was like, "We're never gonna use this," and they sold it to.
Oh, okay, cool.
So it was like 20.
It's still steel. Who cares?
It was like 28 bucks, I think,
All right.
for a 20-footer of that.
Well, if you weld it up nice and square and happy and pretty, I'll paint it for you.
Sounds good.
Okay.
I'm gonna be probably using the base as a surface plate to weld it on.
I would, because
It's gonna be a lot of this.
it'll be flat if you do. And Batman's got some right angle magnets.
Okay.
They're red and black.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna, just for fashion points, I'm gonna set this back off by a little bit.
You can set it back, but you got to set it back the exact same amount all the way around.
We've
Don't.
got square tubing.
Okay.
So I can use that like a set of parallels, and it'll.
All right.
It'll be
cool.
And then
I don't care if it's flush or inset or whatever. Just make it the same on every joint, because otherwise, oh my god.
I'm gonna weld the 2 sides and then marry the 2 sides.
All right,
It's like,
cool.
At least.
And
at
then we're
least
gonna
the 2
put this
sides.
as a shelf, like down here.
Yeah. So this will be down here, right? And then that shelf will sit up under, and I'm gonna tack it.
Okay, so it's gonna be up in the back.
Yeah. So there
All
won't
right.
be an edge to it.
Yeah, you do that, it'll be great. That's totally cool.
But then you can set your grinder on it, and it won't capture a bunch of dust and shit.
When you put the shelf in there, you're gonna need a couple crossbars. Otherwise, it's
I've got
and
enough
it'll
extra
suck.
angle that I can do that. I can either put a piece of angle under, or I'm sure we've got strap or something later.
All right,
that I can-
just something to give it a rigid bottom, and you'll be set.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
But I figure mesh is better than plate, and it's cheaper than plate.
Yeah, because shit'll fall through it. So yeah.
And then you sweep the floor. You
Yes.
weld, you sweep off the table, you sweep the
Hey,
floor.
you haven't even done anything yet. You already made a mess. Look at that.
I've done stuff. I went to Central.
Look at this.
I'm the first guy out of there today.
Did you take the trailer with you and get it weighed?
No.
Why the hell not?
Because I didn't know to hitch.
What? Ball in my car.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's an empty trailer.
They're open till 1.
Oh, I didn't know they were open that late. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
We'll get sorted. Moose is here.
Hi.
What do you got?
Stuff.
Stuff. Okay. We're making a welding table.
Okay.
And we're making the coolest welding table ever.
What makes a cool welding table?
We're making a welding table out of the unused robot base. Because we had the extra robot base plate. We actually have 2.
Yeah, we do.
Because the base plate sitting under Heather right now doesn't fit Heather.
Well, you know what that means.
We've got
Could just
components.
weld 2 frames.
We could.
Curly could sit on a really
Curly could sit.
skookum table.
You could do this. This would be totally acceptable.
Skookum.
Skookum.
Skookum. Real skookum.
What? It's a word. It's Canadian, eh?
Does make it a good word?
It's a good word. It's not like tasty, moist panties. It's a good word.
I've added 2 to the list.
Oh, what does that do to?
Delicious and lovely.
Lovely.
I like lovely.
I hate it.
You hate lovely?
Cannot have it.
So I keep a list of the words that Moose hates the most.
Yeah.
Tasty,
Moist.
moist, panties. Now it's delicious, lovely, and bespoke.
What a pair of lovely bespoke panties that are so delicious and moist. I miss tasty.
Yeah.
Just trying to work.
I just think it's cool. She just hates words with that sound, like moist,
Moist,
and it just works. It works when you put all three together. Tasty, moist panties.
Oh. Alrighty.
I don't even want to know the mail this is going to generate. We'll be back.
Everything else looks okay.
Go ahead.
We are entering the print shop.
On my way.
I think you're. Yeah, we're gonna bring it in once we get on the other end. Alright,
I gotta go be famous. I'll be back. You got everybody? Yeah. Alright, cool. Before I begin, do any of you have any biomechanical implant devices? Yeah. What do you got? Yeah, you're up. You can hang out here when I do it though. You're gonna go in the viewing gallery. Yeah. Because I would like not to kill you. I appreciate that. I do what I can. It's really rare we actually get a couple of these. Are you CPR trained? Yes. Okay. We're good. Okay. Yeah, she's ACL. I'm ACL. So yeah. But we just try not to kill them. If you have anything inside your body that runs on electricity, this includes a cardiac pacemaker, a cardiac defibrillator, hearing aids, or kind of an insulin pump, it's a good idea to let me know. If you don't, you got to worry about it. You're fine. It's only if they're actually in. Because what we're going to do is play with a lot of powerful electricity. I've been doing this 21 years. We've never had an incident yet, but I am paranoid about it because if you kick off cardiac pacemaker in your own way, people get twitchy and drooly, and then the yelling and the running starts. It's just bad every time. So what we're going to do is we're going to start out with, I'll do the test coil first so that you can come right back. Okay? We're going to generate very high voltage and very low current. We're going to generate 300,000 volts. To put that in perspective, a regular AA battery is 1.5 volts. A car battery is 12 volts. Your wall outlet in your house is 120 volts. Are you shooting video? Yes? Okay. Come here. You can shoot video, that's okay, but I want to teach you something. I'm going to make your whole world a better place.
Yes.
Okay? When you look through there right now, you can see how the writing's all right side up. If you turn it 90 degrees, everything will change. Go back to 10. Okay. If you turn it 90 degrees, you should panoramic video. The phone has a really cool thing called an IMU in it, an inertial measurement unit, and it knows when you're doing this. What it does though is when you post the video on YouTube, the entire internet knows when you have the big black bars on the side of the vertical video that you're a muppet. Turn the camera 90 degrees and it looks better. That's how we get rid of vertical video in the world, which is just fighting the power.
Yes.
Fighting the power. Alright, so you, sir, have the viewer gallery, which is the windows right there. Now, what we're going to do is put, honest to God, this just plugs in the wall. You can, not only can you do this at home, we encourage you to do this at home, and we will teach you how to do this at home. But we're going to put 120 volts from the wall in here, and we're going to get 300,000 volts out there for that electrode. Is everybody ready? So that is 300,000 volts. for safety. I just grew up in a dairy farm. It's a comfort thing. Now, all of you have probably seen at some point in your life one of the dumb public service announcements about don't touch down power lines, and they always have a really bad person. You know what I'm talking about. This is my down power line. These are a pair of 100,000 watt power supplies. These are the exact same thing that you find on telephone poles, except a little bit bigger. No vertical video. Don't do it. Don't do it. You gotta stop and then start recording again. It won't change halfway through. Alright, we're good. Okay. At this moment, I have 30,000 volts in my knitting needle of science at the tip of my line. Now, this is about twice what you would usually get in a power line. Most power lines around here are 14,400, or in your neighborhood, like if you look at a residential neighborhood, it's like 8,000 volts. This is 30,000 volts, so it's way more than what you usually get. Now we get little tiny wires. That's it. This is what a down power line actually looks like on the ground. They don't, it's not like a whipping anaconda. It just goes beep, beep. It doesn't look very scary at all. This is what happens if you touch it. So we started at 300,000 volts, we went down to 30,000 volts, and now we're going to go down really, really low to only 1,800 volts. Now, can we trust you? Yes, okay. See that? It's just a piece of wire mesh. There's no secret compartment.
I know I'm getting really bad videos.
Okay, so we're going, and this is aluminum. It's tin foil, pretty much. So we're going to take this. I'm going to load it out here on the test stand. You want to be somewhere where you can see this. I'm going to load it right here on our test stand, and this is going to be our sample for our experiment. Now I'm going to take the key from the super secret hiding spot. You didn't know it was there. Now, Aaron, in a few moments, you're going to hear this sound 3 times in a row. And then I'm going to touch you on the shoulder so you know I'm talking to you. This is not a moment you're like anyone at the end of you. And then I will say clear the fire. When I say clear the fire, you look out there at that, and you step on the button and hold it down until something happens. Okay, I promise you'll know when it happens. I always pick a woman for this because if I pick him, young boys have a problem with buttons. First off, they want to push it early, and second off, they want to kill my button. And those cost $8 a piece, and that's not my first button. Okay, so we're picking him up. Alright. Now, picture electricity like water in a pipe. Volts is how we measure the pressure of the water. Amps is how big around your pipe is. And watts is volts times amps. Watts is how far we can blast him across the parking lot with a fire hose. That's the next part of this. So a regular AA battery has about 1.5 volts at 1 amp. So you get about 1.5 watts out of a AA battery. A car battery is about 12 volts and a couple hundred amps. A regular wall socket in your house is 120 volts at 15 amps. That's it, 15. You get 1,800 watts out of that. This is how you know the guy on Craigslist trying to sell you the 5,000 watt home theater amplifier is lying to you. There's only 1,800 watts in the wall. In a few moments, when you push that button, you will discharge 1,800 volts at 80,000 amps, which gives us 144 million watts of power, which means that for about 3,000 of a second, there will be more energy going through that piece of aluminum than every single building in the entire city of Grand Rapids is using at that moment combined. This, in very technical scientific terms, will be loud as hell. This will not be loud enough to hurt you, but you probably want to plug your ears because if you're not expecting it, you will peak. The thing to keep in mind for everybody up here, when this goes off, you're going to feel it in your chest. We call this project Thumper. You're about to learn why. Are you ready? And as odd as it sounds to you, at some point in your life, this becomes mundane. Like, this is I built that. This is my normal everyday. So my little thing with this is trying to make the perfect smoke ring. And I have put an irrational amount of time and effort into figuring out how to blow smoke rings with thunderbolts. It's just, yeah. So that is Project Thumper, and I like to end with a bang. So now we get to do something really amazing, and this is going to blow your mind. All of you, please follow me. Now, at this moment, you can see here that
Go ahead.
there's
You guys are totally fine.
camera and all that, and everything that I say, everything that you say while we're sitting here is broadcast live in real time. No tape delay, no editing, no nothing. To anyone on Earth with an internet connection who chooses to tune in. And we have no control over who does. It doesn't cost anything, it's totally free and available to anyone. Also at this moment, in the back, there's Melissa, who is holding a camera that is recording video that will go out to YouTube unedited, just copy, paste. So everything you say and everything I say is on the internet forever at that point, and you can look this up and you can cross-reference. At this moment, I have no idea who 99% of you are. We have no control over who comes in every week for the tour, and we do this every week. You could be West Side barflies, factory rats, or billionaire philanthropists. We have no control, we have no idea. And I'm on live television with no notes, no net, no way to prepare. We do this every week because Michigan ranks dead last in transparency and accountability. And we are a national nonprofit organization, which means we are funded by people like you. I'm not just a high voltage guy here, I'm actually the president and founder of the company. And right now, for the next 10 minutes or so, you guys get to ask me absolutely anything you want. It doesn't matter who you are, how old you are, what you do for a living, who your daddy is, doesn't matter. Because this is critical thinking, logic, and reason, and we're very big on that. Because if I can teach people, especially young people, you are the reason I do this. Because if I can teach you to ask questions and demand evidence and people in power, someday you're going to vote. And if I can teach you that you can do it here, you'll learn that you can start doing it in other places. And that's when I really screw it up for everybody. And the whole world is ruined and it's all my fault. And that's a happy time. So, what do you want to know? You can ask anything you want about the geek group, about me. I swear to God, I've even gotten boxes of briefs. There are no rules to this at all.
I'm just curious, what is your background? When you started this out, where did you come from? What were you doing?
I'm a redneck farm boy from Coopersville. My dad had a machine shop. I grew up standing in a pile of chips, and he built race cars. And when I was a little kid, I built steam engines, like just little steam engines. And I liked making things. And that gives you a very unusual perspective on the world. It gives you a very unusual power. Because once you cross the line of, how hard can it be? Once you realize that engineers aren't gods, that the person who invented the cell phone was just a nerd like any of us, then you get past that. You stop being afraid. And you start seeing things as no user serviceable parts inside as, yeah, that's a challenge. And it makes the world a better place. Because it empowers people with the ability to think critically, to use not only your problem-solving skills, and to make things. When we live in a country today that is people that can use things. They don't know how to build things or fix things. And this is bad and easy to fix. So that's how this all started, was I just like making stuff. And I'm a nerd. And I've created a social collective of antisocial people. And it's fun. I get to blow stuff up every day. And we live in a society where people, like, she's had it drilled into her that she's a unique, beautiful little snowflake. And he's had a whole lifetime of lawyers and insurance companies, and you can't touch anything. God help it if we damage one of the wee precious children. You can't talk in generalities about people, because people are all unique little snowflakes, right? Watch this. None of you know what that is, do you? Not one of you.
You're creating a vacuum for some reason.
No. Now, that's the first generality. None of you know what this is. Here's the second one. You want to, don't you? That's it! That right there is it! At this moment, right now, you have a sincere and passionate desire to learn. And that's all you need. Your whole life has been built on a push system. It goes back to the Prussians. All of education that we use today goes back to a Prussian system of sit down, shut up, we're going to push things into your brain. You learn it by rote, you pass the test, and off you go. This is awesome if you want to build factory workers. If you want to build an army, it's great. If you want to build people that can think for themselves, that's really hard. This building is a pull system. In this building, there are more tools than Home Depot has for sale, and you can use any of them. But I'm not going to hold your hand and carry you through. You have the sincere, passionate desire to learn, and I don't care what it is. If she wants to come and learn how to welding, and if he wants to come and learn how to do CNC embroidery, no problem. But you have to want it. And if you want it, I will keep you on the path and I will help you along, but I will not hold your hand and give you all the answers. You have to pull. That's how people actually learn. And all of you know this. Everybody knows this. How many of you have a smartphone? Okay, and when you bought your smartphone, it came in a little box, and in the bottom of the box is a manual as thick as your finger. You didn't read the book, did you? No, because nobody does. They spent hundreds of thousands of dollars and had very smart people write that book, and nobody reads it. Because you have a toy! You shut it, and you'll figure it out, because you're not stupid. That is everything. This, by the way, all of you have one. You have seen hundreds of thousands of them in your life. This is the gas meter on the side of your house. By the way, if you take a gas meter, put it in a clear case, and make video of it on the internet of how it works exactly, you get to hear from all of the lawyers at DTE. One time. Next question. Anything you want. Go.
Do you have any future ambitions to do anything with chemistry here?
We have a chemistry lab.
Oh, you do? Okay.
I spent ridiculous amounts of time building a chemistry lab because chemistry is cool. It scares the hell out of me. I don't know anything about chemistry. But we got the stuff. We got chemicals and glassware and microscopes and bottles with creepy dead things in them and the whole lot. It's all in storage. Because I had a really awesome guy doing chemistry. He was just brilliant. Really, really awesome guy. We got it all set up. Everything was cool. And 2 weeks later, he got a job offer. And he's like, they're going to pay me $130,000 a year. I'm like, go. Just go. We'll find another guy. And chemistry we shut it down because I couldn't just leave it stay here. And it is now our open doors lab. We're working on getting another building because we outgrew this building in the first 6 months. And the chemistry lab will go in there. And this time it'll be a mission-specific build. Like, we'll have fume hoods done right. Like, we won't have to carve holes in the wall. They'll already be there. That kind of thing. But yeah, we have chemistry. We also do biology. I don't know anything about that. I'm not that smart. Biology scares me. Goopy, sticky, icky things.
It's you.
Yeah, I know. See, I'm a physics guy, so to me, we're made of star stuff. And that works at the molecular level. But at the macro scale, people are really gross. Full of poo and blood. And I grew up in a household that, like, my parents were on the rescue squad in Brazil, so I know just how gross people are, and especially when the parts come out. I don't want to. I've seen the miracle of childbirth. The miracle is why anybody would ever do that again. Oh, prop?
Like a prop
Like
section.
for building props?
Yeah.
We do that now. Like we get a lot of people that do cosplay that come here and make things. Some of them get amazingly elaborate. We had a kid print an Iron Man suit. A full, like he's your size, but he 3D printed an Iron Man suit, 4 inches at a time. Because the 3D printers only, they make 4-inch cube. He did it one piece at a time, sand, glue, rubbing, there's something with acetone in there that I don't fully understand. And he made an Iron Man suit, and it looks good. We've had people use the sheet router to make, I'm going to get the character wrong, so I'm not even going to try, but it's some anime character with a really big staff that has a thing. It looks like a big key. Does this make any sense to you guys?
No.
Okay. It's a really big key, and it's a mighty staff with a key. And it's like this tall. And she carved it out of MDF on our sheet router. And you can do this. I mean, the machine will make anything you want. You just have to learn how to tell it what you want. Go.
I'm talking about.
We have specific props we use in the video.
Like,
Oh yeah, you can do that. Fiberglass and foam and.
Like there's a YouTuber. I don't know if you've heard of him, but
I don't do props.
What?
I don't know anything about props, so I don't.
Yeah, but he can make a styrofoam slicer, and
Like a hot wire cutter?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's easy. You can do that here.
Yeah, but King of Random also does a lot of different other experiments with like metal.
Yeah, we do a lot of videos like that.
Yeah, so like if we could, it would be nice if you could check out his channel because
I'm familiar with the King of Random.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watch his stuff and totally steal some of his ideas from time to time. We have props, some props for our videos, but it's mostly like we have the solar death ray, which is like this $40,000 mirror. And that's a prop, but it isn't. It's a piece of scientific equipment, and we do that. We have some small props for some things, but you can make like anything you want. If you have an idea to build, whether it's a prop or a project or an experiment or whatever, you can build it here. We don't care what you're doing with it. My rules end at as long as you're not a danger to yourself and others beyond reason. Reasonable danger is totally cool. Like you want to build a jet-powered street luge, totally cool. That's between you and your mom. Okay, but I don't have a problem. It's when you want to come in here and make pipe bombs that we're going to talk. Short of that, you're fine. Next. You guys are so quiet. I want to see if there's anybody else. Go.
I was curious, downstairs when you made your explosion, you
Yeah.
put that little aluminum piece in there.
Yeah.
Did that disintegrate, or is that
It sublimates. You ever play with dry ice?
Yeah.
Okay, dry ice goes directly from a solid to a gas. It doesn't melt, it evaporates. That's what we did in there. We put so much energy into it that the molecules shake so much that they just float away.
And you got your ring.
Yeah, that ring was made of aluminum oxide. Yeah. And nitrogen oxides, and I know the chemistry girls like they like. Go.
Will you have like any experiments with Mentos or anything?
I haven't done it yet, but I've seen one recently that I want to do. I saw a video where a guy took a big 5-gallon water jug, filled it full of Dr. Pepper, dumped a ton of Mentos into it, and it did a fountain, it exploded. I like blowing stuff. Physics. Next. You guys are so chill. Alright, this is what you need to know. Membership in the Geek Group last year was $40 a month, which made us cheaper than cable, and made us pretty much the cheapest of the nonprofit makerspaces in America. If you go to like GR Makers, they start at $50 a month and go up and up and up. Membership here this year is $20 a month. I cut it in half because we can. Because the point is access. And that's Taco Bell one day a week. Family memberships, which is everybody who lives in your house. I don't care if they're related to you or not. If they're in your house, they're your family. It's $30 a month. So as you can see, we're really gouging people on this. If you're interested, wander up there and talk to her. I have 2 things I ask of all of you, and this is really 5 minutes. Jesse's going to pass out some things. These are for Amazon Smile. How many of you buy stuff on Amazon? Raise your hand. You shop on Amazon. Almost everybody does. And if you don't, your boss does. Okay. We have these little things. Amazon has a program called Amazon Smile. It's run by Amazon. It's all the same stuff at the exact same prices. It's same. The only thing you do different is you go to smile.amazon.com. That's everything you have to do. That's it. Because if you do that, if you go to smile.amazon.com, you can pick any federally recognized nonprofit of your choosing, which could be us, and we hope it is, but it doesn't have to be. And they donate 1/2 of 1% of their profit that they make off of you to whoever you choose. And if we get hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people doing this, it adds up to actually be a decent amount of money. Right now, we make about $100 a month doing it. And if you work for a company that buys stuff, like they buy their office supplies on Amazon and stuff like that, it makes a hell of a difference. It's really cool. The other thing I ask of you is equally knucklehead and takes like 30 seconds longer. In front of you is a little survey thing. Take a minute and fill it out. When you're done, they took the pool table away. When you're done, set it up here on the table. I used to tell people, put on the pool table, right here, which is now invisible. So just set them up on the table because it's our report card. It tells us how good we did on the tool. And while you do that, if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer. Oh yeah, the IRC is watching it. What is your name? Jillian? What's your name? James and Jillian. Okay. Hey IRC, can everybody say hi to James and Jillian for me, please? And give me a roll call for who's ever paying attention at the moment.
The video's on a delay, so give them.
Yeah, they'll be about 20 seconds behind us because of buffering. But right now, this is some of the people who have been watching it. Which starts out with Crash Cart, who's 49 years old in California, and he says, hello, James and Jillian. You're famous on the internet, both of you. Just like that.
Yeah, there it goes.
So, South Wales, California, Tinker doesn't want to say where he is. Denmark, they're all over the world. You're famous on the internet.
Yep.
This is weird. I'm used to doing this like yesterday I did this with a crowd of, I think, 30 middle school kids, and like you guys are so much more sedate and chill and quiet. Imagine like 30 people just like him, and they all have the same number of questions. So yeah, this is much more zen. Go. We'll figure it out together. We don't expect people to be gods. You don't come in here knowing everything. You come in here because you want to do something and you don't know how. We'll figure it out together. But it's not going to work right the first time. Failure is absolutely an option. You will get messy. Things will break. You will waste time and money because that's part of the learning process. That's why we're here. But we'll figure it out, man.
And the IRC is a great resource for it.
Yeah, you have a couple hundred people at any given moment who are all here to answer any question you could possibly imagine. Yep, this is on our website. It's this is an internet relay chat. It's a big giant chat room of hundreds of people. IRC, internet relay chat. It's a giant collection of nerds, and they're very smart people, and they know everything about everything. It's like if Google was a person. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Any other questions? Cool, then thank you, all of you, for coming. If you want to be a member, go over there and harass those lovely people in the office. I am now going to go and poorly attempt to weld myself. Make it a little bit better. Katie! Take this a second. Instead of holding it back here with both hands, okay, left hand back here, right hand way up here, okay, like this is going to get really warm, but just up here somewhere. Don't block the air intakes, but the further forward you are and you get this hand back, get them apart, because here it's all wibbly, okay, but if you do it like this, you get a really good control and lean it against your body, and then you're rock solid, and then it won't run around on you. It's brace. Don't. This is the worst way you can hold it. Whereas spread apart, tucked in, this is about as good as it gets. You just want to be careful, like make sure your guards are in place and stuff, because if you eat a blade, that's going to come up at you. But like this, you're okay. And you just, you know, boop, 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 and you're nice and tight. Cool. The styrofoam helps. That's a speed feature. Yeah. Speed balls. Yep. Okay. Off you go.
Okay, well, come on. What do you have better than a base like this?
Tuck it in. In. There you go. Brace against yourself. Mazel tov! Oh, look at that. That's sexy.
Yeah, sweet. Just this. Just that edge.
Sexy, sexy
We
shelf
just need to
edge.
make another table. We did the first one 3 hours, so we think the next one can be like an hour and a half.
Yeah, yeah, because now you've got it all worked out. Do you have another piece of this?
Yep.
Well, now you got a problem.
Well,
We'll put this piece on the welding cart, and now it's cut to size so we can just weld it in later. Cool. So how you gonna mount the wheels?
I'm gonna weld some plates.
Just a plate right
Yeah,
over the whole
probably.
thing? Okay, cool.
I assume
You gotta
we have
make
some
a
sort of
time
scrap
caps.
metal.
Yeah, we've got a little plate steel, that's easy. I'd put
All staff, crock-pot lunch should be ready for lunch, so go ahead and
a rather substantial plate under those, because think of the substantial plate you're putting on top.
Yeah.
You want to flip the whole thing over and put that on the right side?
Yeah.
That's sexy.
We're just gonna set there for now. Just imagine that's under that.
Except it's not going to go on this one.
Yeah. Well.
Okay, but that's cool.
Same concept.
Made a thing.
You made a thing!
Big heavy metal thing.
I'm excited about this. Possibly more excited.
The cool thing is, this is the kind of thing that lasts forever. You might want to actually put some weld in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Okay.
I did one and then I wasn't doing the rest of it.
We'll clean them up, fill them, grind them. All right,
Yep.
so you got to go find some plate. I'd really use some particularly beefy plate.
I'd
At least quarter-inch. I'd look for 3/8 or half.
What are you doing?
He's got to put plates on the bottom of these tubes to mount the casters to.
Oh, okay.
We're having a staring contest. I'm not gonna blink.
Against a camera, I'm gonna win.
I'm not gonna blink.
What are you talking about? The camera's blinking 60 times a second.
Exactly, and I'm winning 60 times a second. My eyes hurt. It's coming.
God, the internet's gonna have so much fun with this.
I'm gonna get so much.
You're gonna be a
Photoshop.
GIF. There's gonna be photoshopping happening. Just
Eyebrows and anticlimactic.
today's captain's blog title: A Preponderance of Gay Porn.
What was?
Yesterday's vlog had no title. I couldn't think of any. It was like it was a boring day. Nothing interesting happened.
Mitch's chipmunkass.com or squirrel.
Huh?
What was
What?
it?
Mitch'sFatAss.com.
No,
The temple of
No,
Mitch'sAss.com.
it was a different one.
I don't remember.
Something involving small mammals.
Oh. Mitch
All right.
and the
Are we
chinchilla.
doing the thing?
Yes.
Yeah, it was Mitch's chinchilla ass stuff.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Can I
Alright.
move that thing?
Are we
Yes.
Are we doing like a MIG weld? Here's what a MIG welder is?
Yeah, but not to this camera.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that was a question for you, not
Yeah, you can talk about the basics of, like, just don't get too deep into it.
I'm thinking like a basic, like, this is a MIG welder. MIG stands for metal inert gas. That's a tank of gas. Pull the trigger, hot metal comes out.
Okay.
Gas.
What are the 6 inert gases?
Argon, carbon dioxide, helium, nitrogen.
Chemistry major, I see.
That's all the nobles. What other nobles am I?
Carbon dioxide is not a noble gas.
I like that.
Inert gases that
He also had nitrogen in there.
And carbon dioxide is not inert.
It's
It doesn't
used
burn.
for inerting.
You could just hang out and help
It's in
him
this
through the
mix.
intro.
I could, but this is fun.
It's not.
I don't know. What 6 gases are you looking for?
Helium,
Yeah.
neon,
Yeah.
xenon,
Yeah.
argon,
Yeah.
krypton,
Yeah.
radon.
Okay.
Those are the 6 inert gases.
5 of which you never use for welding.
You totally weld with xenon all the time. And radon is excellent. You want the cleanest, tightest welds,
Always
radon.
get under it. Always get under
You
it.
use radon when you're welding, like, in the dark.
It glows.
It glows,
It's
yeah,
radioactive.
it's radioactive.
I don't think that's how that works, but okay.
No, use that if you're welding uranium or lead, is when you use radon.
I still think you're fucking with me.
What happens when uranium breaks down into lead?
It decays into things.
And
such
one of
as
the decay
radon.
products is?
Radon.
Radon, there you go. Which is why we get radon in the basements. It's uranium breaking down to
My
lead.
basement is full of uranium.
Yours,
Also, I don't have
yours
coffee,
isn't?
So.
I put everything on auto state.
Hey, look at this. We got a whole new spool of work. How much of the old spool do you use?
All of it.
Like you pulled the end into the thing?
Well, we pulled the end to the puller and then nothing happened.
Okay. So somewhere, did you tie them in a knot and then stick it back in there?
Not how that works either. welded
You
it
totally should have told that to Katie though. Just like you tie this in a knot and it goes
Yeah,
right
but
out.
then we would have had to try it and then we would have fucked up the welder.
Yeah, there is that. But then you get to blame Katie. Somebody out there needs to try this. All right, I'm gonna get out of the way. You guys gotta do like for reals work.
Well, wrap up my setup and then we'll.
I really should have flipped that around.
What?
The screen.
You release inert gas off the tip, you apply current to the wire, and you also dispense some wire. This mechanism in here dispenses the wire, so you can see when I pull the trigger, there's a small wheel that turns, and that forces the wire through the cable to the end of the gun. So, we're going to get to work, start doing some welding.
Now you guys just do you.
I like your director of cinematography.
Yeah, that's what he is.
He's
He's not the diva that just ruined the shot.
You gotta put him away.
Okay.
He's not smart enough to wear like shielding glasses or anything.
Or look away from
I'll go shut the
the
pool
very bright light. I need to get a proper welding cape if I'm going to hang out here much more.
Yeah.
I had like an old BDU jacket I used to wear all the time, but it gets hot.
What does BDU stand for?
Battle dress uniform.
Very good.
Or you could have like the Air Force ABU, which is the Airman dress uniform. Or ABU, Airman battle uniform, right? And the Navy has like the NBU, which is the Naval battle uniform, and can't think of any others.
Okay.
Marines have MARPAT for a pattern, which is Marine pattern, because Army. Well, military. Perfect. Good enough for me. important note for MIG welding. You always want to apply your ground clamp before you begin, or you'll find that
you're not recording right now.
Okay.
Just wait a minute.
We're not.
Yeah.
Well, ignore me.
It's a rehearsal.
Rehearsal.
Actually, it's no rolling.
Well, I can hang out for a second. We'll let her reframe the shot because I think I'm a little cattywampus now.
Ready?
Alrighty. Because MIG welding is an electrical process, we need a ground clamp. This is basically where the voltage returns from the gun to the welding unit.
Katie, always be facing the sun.
Alright, so I'm going to be welding now. Going up. Oh.
Wow, that's bad.
What the hell was that?
Elizabeth and Bellatini, you both know, shield your eyes from the arc light.
Keep your eyes on your LED.
Well, like if you're looking at the screen and the welder's over here, even if you're not looking at it, if you can see it in the corner of your vision, it'll still mess you up. You have to shield your. Okay.
Alright. Wow.
Especially making sure it wasn't going to F the cameras up.
I can.
That's better.
Bellatini, if I'm in your shot, let me know.
Alright, let's try that again, shall we? Now that I've laid the ugliest weld in the industry, man. Alright. Eyes!
That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, I think we're still...
You need more wire or more oomph, one or the other.
I don't know. It looks like we have decent penetration.
You want to get Batman?
It's just splattery.
Hey, Sam?
I guess so.
He's in the lobby.
Captain to Sam.
Sam has admitted that he knows less about welding.
Who knows more about welding, you or Batman?
Batman by far.
Can you send Batman to the
Where's the
VSL, please?
I believe he's off site picking up a donation.
All right, thank you.
If you want to pause and just figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Watch your eyeballs.
Can't be that hard. Till
I don't
what?
know why it went like, after the last stable.
Let's stop rushing now.
Hang out and do what? Batman's on a donation pickup. God knows when he'll be back. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Well, we can figure it out.
Hi.
I'm gonna try to...
Hi.
I'm not sure we need more power, because when it's sputtering is usually means that you're basically burning the wire, so you're either too far out or you're applying too much power.
Okay.
Or the feed is surging, which is what I was doing earlier.
Why would the feed surge? Do you got a kink in your blind?
No, well, no, I don't. But if the tension's not high enough on that, looks smooth.
Yeah.
But I did do, like, the number one thing you should never do in science. I made an adjustment and then checked it. Alright, well, I'm gonna give it a whirl.
Rolling in red.
Zoom rolling.
Never stop.
Alright. Eyes!
Still sputtery. And that doesn't sound like surgeon.
Katie, can you turn the big power knob on that up? Like 2 notches on the front? On the other front? We're on the B scale. The big knob, right on the front machine. Right, right, nope, to the right. To the big knob, that knob. See where the B scale is?
Yeah.
Turn that up too.
We're up to.
Okay.
27 on the B scale.
Okay. Eyes.
Editor, bad time.
Sounds worse.
I think we have too much power.
Oh, Craig,
Let's
go down 4.
No, I'm going to go down an octave, if you will.
Down an octave.
Katie, take a step in that direction.
We're now on A.
Yeah. There's only so much range on that. Oh, it's so ugly. Alright. And we'll try again. Eyes.
Here, keep doing that. I'm going to turn the knob and see what happens.
So that had decent penetration, but I went too slow. So turn the wire feed down.
Wire feed down?
Yes.
Okay. Try it there.
I need to move to the other side.
You're down to 140 from 170.
Okay. That sounds surprisingly correct.
If you just grab a piece of scrap metal and start laying a bead, I can twiddle knobs till it sings right.
This is true. We'll just use this guy.
Is that scrap?
It is indeed.
You ready?
Yep.
Okay. Call out what you want as you go.
Okay.
Like more wire, less wire.
Eyes.
Go.
That is seriously the weirdest thing ever.
What?
I have no idea what it's doing, but it's just sputtering like a mother.
Okay. There.
Turn the power up or down.
Try it there, see what you get.
Eyes.
What do you think?
I think that's close. I think we can roll with that. Also, I just realized I was just grounding through the plate, which is fun, because I'm standing on the plate.
Okay, hang on a second.
Can you turn the wire feed down just to see
Your feed is down to 120.
Okay.
You're in B at 28 volts. I'm going to take you up to 30. You're at 30 volts and 120 wire speed.
Okay. Eyes.
Go. That's better. That's a lot
I
better.
can deal with that.
All right.
Everything got goobered up when I changed the wire, and I kind of just worked my way through it.
Okay.
And, you know, now that we're videotaping, I'd rather not be quite as shitty. Of course, I just put a bunch of weld on my spare piece of metal I was using the first time. I'm sure that's how we get on the mic. Sorry, Chris. Eyes. She's not going nowhere. Alrighty, then we need the next piece of angle. Okay. Got it. Yeah, I just realized. Welded that on upside down.
That's why this is just a camera test.
Good times. Good times.
It's not upside down.
It is. I ground all the way to the edge on one end and left a gap because the...
Oh.
You dig?
Well, this particular half gets put together upside down, and after I paint it, you'll never know.
This is correct.
You'd be amazed the sins I can fix with paint.
They're gonna say with video editing. They say if I come out.
No, that's Elizabeth that does that. I don't really edit videos so much. I just smash clips together.
This is true. It shows in your work, Chris.
That side?
Yeah. No. Thank you. That's gonna go up. And that. What? Don't worry about it. Okay. Maybe it's... Eyes. Eyes.
Okay, you dialed in, it's working good?
Working well enough. How about better than it was?
Alright. Now start teaching.
Okay.
Do an intro of like, you know, I'm here with Katie, we're going to teach Katie the basics of welding, this is what we're building.
We did a quick intro, but do we want to do...
Let's go from, this is the part we're working on now, of some sort, like, okay, now we're...
Okay.
Can you ever explain what they're making?
No.
You might want to talk about that.
Yep. Just go, I guess, right?
You're talking to her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Katie.
When you're ready.
Elizabeth. I'm ready. Just thinking. Alright, so we're fabricating a welding table. This is going to be the base, well, half of the base to the welding table. We're just in the process of welding the legs, or the leg frames together. And we're basically going to be doing a spot weld and then a long bead to hold the stretchers onto the legs themselves. Basic intro to MIG welding, Katie, is you want to have your gun as close as you can to the weld. You know, basically like a 1/8 or 1/4 of an inch gap on all sides.
Okay.
And you want to do basically a stitch like you're sewing back and forth. 1/8 inch on either side of the gap that you're trying to weld across. If you're getting a tall bead, you want to speed up, and if you're getting a sunken bead, you want to slow down. Feed rate and everything is always adjustable on the equipment, but it's pretty easy to figure out what way you need to go once you get welding. We're basically we're doing a tack weld on this just to hold it square while we lay the long bead. And that's a basic introduction to what we're doing. Any questions?
They're cross braces, not stretchers.
Cross braces.
Explain why you're tack welding.
Okay.
Explain thermal distortion and warping.
Yep.
Okay.
So the reason we're doing some tack welds on this is when you weld a part, when you heat things up, they expand. When they cool down, they contract. If you don't use tack welds, things tend to get all distorted. And if you use a tack weld, it'll basically hold it flat. It'll be a cool weld while you're welding the rest of the assembly. So you don't have a hot weld along the entire length. That'll be more likely to expand and contract as you weld. So, I'm gonna start welding. If you have any questions, let me know. Don't do that. Just bring the whole arm level with the ground. Although the dress out's gonna move, and that'll be fun, but whatever.
We were thinking running power, video, and Ethernet.
Mitch, have you been taught how to
Why do you need
change
Ethernet
knobs?
up there?
Future, you might want to put some
Teach
kind of
me.
electronic
Teach
device
me
on
that.
there. It would be
Okay.
nice to have that on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Katie, would you mind being? Thank you. Alright. Super secret.
You're thinking of having it go through the base, coming out this white panel right here.
Well, that panel comes out here. To get from there to there, you can do that.
But it'd have to go through the smaller.
It'll have to go through. This goes in to a hose, which is covered in grease. And you could do it, but I'm getting blog of it, and I'm not helping.
So I think what this,
Because I've done my time.
I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna undress the kit.
Okay.
Pull it all off because we're not using it anyway.
Okay.
And then we can do surgery on it, and then we can put it back in. Because we don't want to try to force cables through a mounted dress kit. That's gonna be a nightmare.
There's no major bends in it. I'd leave it on.
You think?
Yeah, I mean, it bends, but it makes you could straighten the arm out, which gets rid of this.
Well, so what I was thinking is we could pull one of the water lines out, and then we could just use its spot in the strainer.
Yeah, I'd take both the water lines out, because all we're ever going to use is air. We don't need the water lines. And
Is there air already on this?
Huh?
Is there air already on it?
There should be 2 air, 2 water, or 2 hydraulic, 2 air. Yeah.
I understand that.
Let's take a look.
I'm saying if there is
All right.
we can also get air hose, put it in there.
We've got 2 water. Well, no, we got 4 water.
Yeah.
But we can keep 1 set of water and use it as air, because a lot of what we do out here is going to be air. And this is good to 300 PSI, so shit.
Just change the fittings out?
Yeah, I'd use these, and we'll use these for air, use these for electronics. And if you're really badass, you could stuff an Ethernet cable up that.
And then you'd have a really rugged Ethernet.
You'd have one hell of a ruggedized Ethernet cable.
That's a kind of an okay point.
We're never going to use these. Do we even have plugs that come close to fitting that?
Device net.
These are device net?
They look kind of like it to me.
If they're device net, we got to keep them.
Yeah, because this valve stack.
Yeah.
You run air up here, you put your valve stack up here, and then you run your IO up.
All right. So you get these 2 to do whatever you want. I want to keep the big power up here. God knows why, but just something in my head tells me leave that the hell alone and keep it. But these 2 are totally, fuck them. Okay. Okay. Water out. That's you. Water out. That's the gray and the black. Leave green and blue alone.
Okay, so we'll use these for air, Ethernet, video, and electricity. That's what we'll use.
Well, you've already got electricity. How much do you need?
Is this 120?
It
That's
can be
whatever
whatever
you
you
want to
whistle
plug
in the
through.
other end, yeah.
Do we have a
We can
connector
make
there?
an adapter. We've got a connector for this end. Do we have a connector for the other end? Find out, but we might be able to wire up an adapter.
We can put 120
Because
on
that'll handle 480 at 10 billion amps, direct fusion powered.
Yeah, we don't have
Andrew.
Eh, Where's Jesse in the car, dude? Okay.
We just need to get some gas and start this bad boy up.
Fill a 5-gallon gas can, which we gotta get gas anyway for the other boat. So cool. All right, 1805 hours on April 16th. Now, what have we done? We put in a new battery.
Brand new battery. We just put, he had the air filter cap off.
Okay.
We got oil in it because it was properly winterized. We got gas in it. So she should run.
Now, we can run for like 30 seconds.
Yeah,
without,
this isn't.
All right. Here. Oh, wait, you got to turn the gas on.
Turn it on.
Wait a second. Yeah, on. Okay. On is most of your gas tank.
Right.
If you run out of gas, like you're out on the water, you run out of gas, you flip this over to reserve, and that's your reserve tank, which is still the same tank, but it's the last like gallon of gas or something. All right, give it a shot. Pull the choke.
Saying stuff. What are you saying?
Well, we're low on gas, and but that can't be 100% right because I'm looking.
Well, I mean, it's low, so it might not be half. I've seen the thing come to life.
Yeah, we started it when we first got it.
Maybe it needs to be on the reserve side.
Yeah, we might not have. I think there was only like a gallon in there anyway.
All right, well, you're on reserve. All right, let it sit. I'm just going to leave the gas turned on reserve, and it may have to like flow a bit or something. That's something you don't see every day.
Hello.
We're just giving the robot a catheter.
Oh, there is that. Are you going in or out?
In.
You already got a line in there, though.
Yeah.
That Ethernet.
You're observant.
Hey, Ed.
Adding video too.
You're gonna fuck that ether. What you do is you run the Ethernet in, and then tie the. Does the Ethernet come out the other side?
Comes out right here.
Okay, so the Ethernet's fully through.
Yes.
All right, pull the fish tape out, because wow, are you doing it the hard way? You're gonna destroy that Ethernet with that in there. All right. On the end, the bubbles are a nice touch. On the end of it. On the end of it, tie an Ethernet. Are you coming out of the box Ethernet? You haven't hit the end? You haven't cut it yet?
Out of the box.
All right. Tie that onto there. Okay, cut it at an angle, tape it on there nice and tight, and use the Ethernet to pull that through. You're going to throw away 10 feet of Ethernet cable, but we've made mistakes bigger than that before. That's the easy way, because you've already got something round, smooth, and flexible through the thing.
Going this way. A wonderful shot of my knee. All right. There's Chris with his mojo, and there's Mitch with his little cute thingamabob, and Sam with his thingamabob, and then Chris? The whole peanut gallery.
Yeah. I just had a moment where I'm so used to seeing you use those styles of camera as a film camera. Had a moment of thinking, can that take pictures?
No, I noticed the guy from the hydraulic press hydraulic press channel has like the same camera. And we have first. Let's see, they just disappear on the screen so fast. Sam's about to go into the woods. Here comes Mitch. Oh, there goes. Oh!
even 5 seconds of flight. And the tail just exploded. The tail just went poof. I don't even know if I got, I hope I got that.
That was weird.
The tail just exploded for no good reason.
Alright, well. That goes back to the car.
I think that's a new record for you.
That was a mechanical failure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's still attached. That can go back in the car.
Good thing you got a couple more planes. The tail just exploded out of nowhere. We can see Mitch's still. Who knows where Sam's is?
Oh god. Where's mine?
Oh, I can hear it. There it is. I can't see it.
Alright. I've done mellow sailplane shit today. Let's step up the game.
Oh, you're going to the super hyperactive
I'm going
purple.
the opposite of a sailplane.
Jeez. Oh, you blew out the battery.
I have bug spray in the back of my truck if anyone needs it. But I'd be surprised.
There shouldn't be too many yet.
Didn't kill a prop.
It's only been warm for like 2 days. So what's the damage? You just pop out your battery?
Yeah.
Wow, that thing's pretty rigid.
As soon as they get a chance.
And there goes Sam again. That just sounds like a pod racer from hell.
Far more focused than I remembered. So fun.
Oh, hey, you know what I should do?
See how well this one survives.
This big part. Yeah. This big part. Okay, I'll bug Chris. And then
I got a damned bad servo.
This is when its props just spin right up.
Venom. It's venom.
Venom.
Toxins are not really thing. It's kind of like dumb. Hey, Chris.
Yeah?
Question.
What?
Will my battery watcher just work, or do I need to tell it to do something?
You just gotta tell it a voltage.
How?
Oh, wow.
Jesus.
Where'd you go?
Lily, there's a camera going. We can kind of hear you. just every 5 minutes.
What do I want to set it to?
Whatever the voltage is of. Oh, he's stuck in. Oh. Yeah, it's out of the tree.
Ed, you're on that one.
Ed's our bat boy.
Chris?
Yeah.
Cell voltage?
Huh?
What cell voltage should I watch for?
3.2.
Yeah, 3.2.
Where was it?
3.2? 3.4?
There goes Jerry.
Okay.
Jump the fence!
Unplug the battery!
Do a barrel roll!
I couldn't. I was inverted.
Because malaria is a thing
in Michigan.
Michigan.
It is actually.
Also,
Like one
not
case.
really up here at all. That's the thing if you're going to Mexico.
Hey, I still got my battery.
Maybe, or...
Oh yeah, that plane has a great
Are there
safety
any
record.
patents of it before?
This one?
This is a brand new plane.
Two
It's
planes.
going to be this year's swine flu, or bird flu, or whatever you want. Or Ebola, that was last year.
That was actually 2014 and last year.
It flies.
Get that away from people. That's some crowded air. I'm getting the hell away from you people.
Fuck, too many people in chairs.
I forgot you had FPV. That's how he's been flying so far.
You've never seen it come before.
I love how you're just kind of hovering.
Run through a whole battery and then land.
I don't think I can even see you hovering. That's kind of cool though.
Battery again.
Yeah, I know.
You need better zip ties, eh?
Velcro.
Oh, you should have told me. I got lots of Velcro. Well, what's your excuse?
Lazy.
Apathy. I think that's the word I'm looking for.
Thanks to denial, I'll never crash.
I like it. Demon, I don't have it with me either. I had Velcro.
Thanks to denial, I'm immortal.
Hey, it's not every day you get to see an airplane fly at a 45-degree angle.
Nutball.
No, like in yaw.
Oh.
That is much more secure.
No one's getting Zika virus. Good God.
Every time I hear that little brrr, I think like, oh, they've got a SAM lock! Shit! Evasive maneuvers!
There.
People keep telling me to switch to decaf. I'm not quite sure what they're talking about.
Well, careful, you'll fly into them chemtrails.
It depends on the height of the grass. The grass
Or we can zoom.
Watch how quiet it is. Everybody be quiet a second.
Yeah, zoom's better on this one.
It's taking off.
Party. Does he get hard?
That looks in pain.
Oh, God almighty.
How bad is it? You unplug the battery, right?
Yeah. There's really some people that seem to be...
Oof. Oof. That's a bad day right there.
It's a bad day.
He's got his battery just dangling by his sea hair there.
I didn't think it was totally fixed. I figured it was worth a shot. But yeah. It'll be alright. Get it fixed.
I love that you're looking at us through your FPV sensor. It's like the weirdest. By far the most sci-fi experience I've ever had in my life.
Oh, yeah. Paul's still got a quad that he hasn't even got going yet. It's like Sam's on his 20th lap around the park. Mitch is on his 3rd battery attempt strap.
I'm on my 3rd plane. Batman, you don't have to watch me for a bit.
I've been following everybody. I follow whoever I can see, really.
Good luck seeing me right now.
Yeah. I could zoom in.
200 feet high.
Let me see how good the zoom is. Stay that high.
I'll stay right there.
Oh, there's a... Oh.
Even if you can zoom on me that far, you can't focus.
Oh, hey, that's actually not bad.
Flying backwards.
That's not bad. It focuses... Oh, it looks like it's focusing on it.
Hawk's coming to check me out.
Focus, you fuck. That was quite lovely. He landed his sailplane like that the other day, just boop.
And then he crashed it into...
Oh
Well, right now I'm in zero danger of crashing.
For at least the next 30 seconds.
Oh, that's a bird. I was following the bird for a minute. They don't look too much different. It's just this black shape in the sky.
One of the rules of flight, Mitch, you can never have too much altitude below you.
This is true.
That sounds paid off.
Don't hit people unless you really don't like them.
Never talk about Flight Club. Do a barrel. So far, Mitch is the only one I can watch because Sam's doing laps.
Yeah, because he's FPV shenanigans.
And you're 200 feet in the air, and there's Mitch. Ah, there he goes.
This is very floaty on the way down.
Yeah, the trick is to get forward motion. But you have so much power that you should be able to power through any ring vortex.
I basically just dropped, like, a long way.
Yeah, that's what ring vortex is.
It was awesome.
Did I explain that to you?
You haven't explained any sort of anything to me. I'm a complete layman.
You're a horrible teacher. Oh.
That was graceful.
Hey, Paul, you gonna fly sometime tonight?
Nah, I gotta give him a hand. I'm coming over.
So how fast does that thing go?
This will do about 50.
Fast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hold this week's acceleration record.
Deceleration.
No, 9.8 meters per second.
I took that plane from 40 to 0 in like a quarter of a second. I'll have you know.
Given I was in a full power dive at the time, I'm pretty sure we hit more than 40.
Not all parts of the plane went to 0 in that time. Most of them.
The only ones that didn't were the ones Chris tried to throw into the air and get flying again.
That was hilarious.
Which was completely my idea. This is actually getting easier the darker it gets.
Because you have lights.
Wait until it gets too dark to see the trees.
In fact, you see the LEDs on the bottom of my hex.
Yes, you still won't see if you're going to run into a tree.
You're out of battery.
And he's taking it up higher.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh god.
Oh, so there went a landing gear.
When it starts beeping, you want to land. Trust me on this one. I've been there.
Line plug's not going to do it.
That's quite an obnoxious beeper.
Hard to
A
miss.
Gerber or a Leatherman.
Alright, time for somebody to model some parts in CAD for me. Or I can...
Aren't you an engineer?
Yeah, no, I just don't like doing work. I like doing work when I'm getting paid for said work. Don't fucking do that. Thank you.
Why didn't you unplug the battery?
Because it just didn't occur to me yet. Deal with it. Nobody said I was intelligent.
Alright, my new bet is that Mitch is going to lose a finger by March. No, wait, it's already been March. What year? It's
what
April.
year is it?
2016 April. By May, he's going to lose a fucking finger by May.
Oh yeah, that was good.
How much are you betting?
$5 I said by May. He's going to
$5?
It's a pool. You buy squares, $5 a piece.
Squares. You can have a calendar.
You mean for which finger?
One for each finger, there we go.
Well, it's gotta be like one per finger per month, right?
Right.
Which finger is just losing what time frame?
He's just gonna lose just the tip of his nose.
Just
the
tip?
Just the tip of it. Look at that big gorgeous thing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Call it.
There's your low pass.
A little battery checker. I like this little battery thing. It's pretty cool.
Wait. Don't do anything.
Hello.
Yep.
Yeah, you were bragging earlier about how you only use like one battery when Sam used 4. You only got a prop to spin up.
I only have one prop and I glide 90% of the time. Right now I'm using a ton of battery because I got to power when I'm this low.
Right in the Mitch.
Hey Ed, give us a toss.
I was fairly confident it wasn't going to hit me, but there was a second there.
Powering up. Yeah?
I might be bound, and I might be armed, but it's not powered up again.
Sure you turned off your throttle lock?
Did you try turning it on and off again?
Yeah, try power cycling one.
It's like the IT, my cup holder doesn't work. Seriously, if you don't pay attention, you'll just go way up.
Oh, fuck, Paul. Let me know when you're doing that.
Apparently Paul's in the air now.
No.
Focus, you fuck.
No, it's just the FPV stuff, or?
Yeah, it's when he powers up, my goggles black out. And I was in a really tight spot.
How
and
bad?
the goggles suddenly
How
cut
bad
out.
can it be?
Why do your goggles black out where you
Ah, crap.
Because when I power up one of those translators,
I need a new battery. Alright, we got battery back. Is Paul in the air yet?
Yeah.
What?
You got a spare POV?
Yeah, 1 second.
Focus, you fuck. There we go. There's too many things. The lighting is just awful. Grace and poise.
It's missing a gear. So.
Range is hot. This Mitch is just walking in the middle of the landing zone. You forgot your controller.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna put it back up. I need to go do another thing.
It is having some issues with lighting here.
Well, the
God, I missed it.
maintain line of sight contact with the aircraft above. FPV goggles could theoretically interfere with that unless you upgrade them with this simple. It also has the added benefit of making it look like terrible.
Now,
What does it look like?
Sam.
Yeah, bring it in.
Sam's coming over like, hey, yeah. What?
I need a pair of those.
Oh, yeah, throwing them. Just warn Sam before you
powering up.
Blind him.
He crashes into one of the basketballers.
Coming in.
I got Paul and Sam.
On a force, what's minimum voltage?
Like 13 something?
12, I think.
full is 18.6. What are you at? Or are you setting your...
I'm fluctuating around 14.5 right now.
Oh, that's fine. When you get down to, say, 13, that's when you get a...
battery warning in theory. I just didn't check to see if I had the right number of cells.
Well, that thing always triggers much too low.
Oh!
Oh, you had that ready to go, dude.
I had that ready to go, yes. Woo! Hey! I've been waiting.
Had to go around again.
I was waiting for you two to crash, then I'd play that, but, you know, that works too.
You change channels on this thing.
You see the little LED sticking out of the ground? There's Paul.
Googly eyes, that's great.
Do you like it?
Well, I'm powered down right now.
Chris should check that out once he's not flying. I found a loophole
I'm all the way up at 7.
in the FAA regulations. Chris,
What?
if you have googly eyes,
Powering on.
Yeah?
look at Steven. Look at editor.
Chris.
You like it?
Hey, Sam, see if you can get you on those.
Line of sight all time.
Hey, I got a second battery.
Cool. Oh, that's more.
The other one does
contrast
other stuff like contrast.
There you go. You haven't
brightness.
seen this yet. Here, you put them on. Be sure to take off the back.
Okay.
Yep.
You might want to sit down.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's more fun to stand.
What? From what?
That was almost bad.
What? No, it wasn't that bad.
You and Mitch there were kind of close.
I'm going to give them one pack of step up.
What? That's no, it's a clock line. Make sure.
Take one pack of each.
Flip it over.
Double check.
Take one of each. And the little ones, because I've got the big ones and the little ones in there. That hearing gauge. Someone riding with me right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just went through Mitch's prop wash.
Grace and poise.
Right now I'm doing pretty good at that whole grace and point.
I was making fun of Mitch's landing.
Sam, catch up to
He does that like little tap tap. He does that little double tap.
She chooches.
From behind you.
Okay, we got a problem. Wrong side prop.
Then Ed grabbed the wrong pack of prop. Ed, try the other side.
Don't go over your head, that gets really disorienting.
Those are cool. So awesome.
Okay.
Good.
I need more cameras.
Sure. Who am I watching?
Just start dual wielding.
Sam,
Oh God. You broke my line of sight.
Did I fly inside your line of sight?
Yeah.
Aircraft? Cool.
It was a little upsetting.
He didn't like it so much.
Fuck, I'm going so fast.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, wow.
You're cooking.
I'm at like 3/4 throttle right now.
Jesus.
Can fly it upside down?
Just Just keep going. Just keep going.
No, it gets really little really quick.
You do a flip.
Do a barrel roll.
Do a barrel roll.
Aren't quads like made so they won't do barrel rolls?
Hey Sam,
Not this one. What?
show Batman a flip.
I did one.
I can't see it with this little camera. You gotta come within camera focus.
Do it right in front of Batman.
There you go.
You're below the fence line on that recovery. You know how much time I spend below the fence line?
Yeah, but on a recovery.
Yeah. I'm closer than that.
Hey Mitch, you do a flip.
I can't. Mitch, do not do a flip.
I'm not.
Mitch, I want yours at least 20 feet away from people.
Jesus.
More than 20 feet.
Reason being because you're not as familiar with panic recovery.
Hey, that's a bad joke.
Especially when there's a 300-pound screaming like.
God.
Mitch, 20 feet wide, not 20 feet Z.
Shut up. Tell me it wouldn't be funny to see this thing fall from 100 feet straight across.
Oh, I've done it.
Yours don't have like teeth on the bottom of them?
I put the Spectrum, what was it, the 250QX out here into a smoking hole the first year.
I don't find that hard to believe in the least.
That was a bad day.
I'm getting fucking eaten alive by mosquitoes right now and I can't scratch my face.
You gotta go into panic mode.
Sucks.
Hey, Paul? You just let me know when you're powering up.
I got you, mate. I got you. You see how Sam comes down nice and low, then comes towards himself?
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, give me a second.
He's gonna be so used to his now.
Oh, yeah, that'll be fine. This is really stable. It at least seems really. I'm sure that's really stable too. But
See what it is in comparison to mine. Red is forward, I take it?
yes,
You've been flying it backwards this entire time.
Throttle lock on this?
it is not armed. Down left on roll.
Is that Sidwell out there?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll stay way the hell away from him.
Sam's about to do like magic with this hex.
Yes.
There's only
Rocker.
There's only one
Rocket
camera to
back
look for
4
right now.
times.
What do you think, Sam?
It's got power, but you got her set in a real low flight.
I didn't bring any FTV.
Your attitude won't go up very high. Which is good for while you're learning to keep that low.
It seems like right where I want it right now.
I didn't even bring my regular visor.
Hey, look, let me check the voltage real quick.
That puts out some air.
3.6. Fucking 5.
Sam, don't shave with the quad.
It's a hex.
It's a hex, damn it.
2 more blades for closer shave.
Oh, that was scary.
That's good.
Scary thing with your quad.
What?
Your hex.
What'd you do?
Nothing.
What, when you just kill the throttle and it floats?
Yeah.
It gets all floaty? I think it has so much surface area though that...
Okay, we'll go this way.
Yeah, it stays pretty level.
Yeah, it just kind of falls like a leaf.
You know, I'm pretty sure duck beats foam, not gonna lie.
I'd be willing to find out. It has been my experience so far that everything beats foam.
So normally this switch here,
Yeah.
you'll set that to cut out your throttle.
Yeah, I don't have that.
So pull it towards you to kill throttle. So that way you can't accidentally bump it and throttle up.
Like you did earlier and almost cut your nuts off.
Good idea. Good point. Oh, that's a little better landing base. It's taller too, so if you fuck it up, it'll roll. Good.
And it gets rid of ground effect.
What do we want to stop at?
Oh, that's plenty. Yeah, you got plenty.
All right.
I'm gonna think about it.
That was confident.
Sam's like, I'm not mathing right now.
Like 13.4 is a low rate. Careful.
Turkey jerky on the
Hey, we got a little audience over by the fence there. We should mess with them.
All powering up. Powering up again. Disconnected.
Alright, I've hit my visibility line.
Yeah, it's getting kind of dark.
Oh, look at the hex. The ring of death.
Oh, hey.
Hello.
Hello.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, bring it down, Mitch. That means bring it down.
Down.
It's coming down.
It's alright. You don't have to panic.
When it comes down so
Oh my God! Keep calm!
You don't have to panicking.
Hey, Matt.
Plenty of capacity remaining.
Mitch,
Yeah?
you are not as good a pilot as you think you are.
So far, he's only broken one landing gear off. That's not bad considering how many.
Alright, ready? Shut up!
He's crashed it 3 times and still able to fly. He's doing better than Boden's first time.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
You're not as good of a pilot as you think you are.
Oh, I know my limitations. I assure you. You know how most airplanes have N numbers? Well, you can register, in fact you'll have to, you can register with the FCC or the FAA to get your flight number for UAVs.
Yeah.
My designator is CFIT 666.
Oh, well.
You know what CFIT is? Controlled flight into terrain.
Oh, I got you. I like it.
So Sam, Paul, do you two have your numbers on your aircraft?
Yeah.
Good.
As well as my FCC registration number.
What?
I'm FAA and FCC kosher.
Yeah. I'm gonna end that because we can't see shit.